8.1 crore farmers has already reached their account. 50,000 crores to 8.1 crore farmers has already reached their accounts. Sir, by March 31st, 2020, by March 31st, 2020, this number is expected to rise from 50,000 crores that it is today to 54,370 crores within another 1.5 months. And 8.5 crore farmers will benefit from this. So that is the second, sir. I'll come to Manrega, don't worry. Third, sir, with a move towards attaining universal social security, government has approved a new scheme that offers pension coverage for all the trading community. Under this scheme, all shopkeepers, retail traders, self-employed persons are assured of a minimum monthly pension of 3,000 rupees per month on attaining 60 years of age. So that's the third step for improving consumption. Fourth step for improving consumption, sir. From July, sir, So, Sri Adir Ranjan ji agrees green shoots have become green trees, but is refusing to acknowledge otherwise. Sir, 50,000 crores going to 54,000 crores is not old story. 8.1 crore farmer now becoming 8.5 crore farmer is not old story. So, sir, fourth step. 20 is not over yet, Premchandran ji. Tax cut will again give more money in the hands of people who are ordinary retail shareholders, and the investment which will happen from the money that has been saved will only generate more jobs. And as a result of the second way in which, or the second income tax scheme that we brought in, one way is, and as a result of the second way in which, or the second income tax for consumption in the hands of people. So 7 steps to boost consumption, which is one of the 4 engines which is required to be kept active and alive. So this is made very active because of these 7 steps. So finally, the 4th engine of the economy, exports, about which most often we are very worried. I'd like to give you 6 specific steps that we've taken for improving exports. The first one, sir, Honorable Speaker, the first one is the scheme for remission of duties or taxes on export product, which we in short form call ROD-TEP, will replace the MEIS, the Merchandise Export from India scheme, for reimbursement of taxes and duties for export promotion. Textiles and all other sectors which currently enjoy incentives up to 2% over the MEIS will transit to the ROD-TEP. In effect, ROD-TEP, this is very, very important for us here, sir. In effect, ROD-TEP will more than adequately incentivize exporters withdrawing MEIS. Will exporters have some promotion? I'm making it plain that the ROD-TEP, which is now coming in, will more than adequately compensate and incentivize exporters than all the existing schemes put together. So, second point, sir, in order to boost credit to the export sector again, the RBI has enhanced the sanctioned limit to the eligible under priority sector lending norms. The limit has been raised from 25 crores to 40 crores per borrower. Furthermore, the existing criterion of units having turnover of up to 100 crores has been totally removed. So it is applicable to anybody who wants to approach and take this priority sector lending. The third point on this, sir, the NIRVIC scheme, which I announced in the speech, which is Export Credit Guarantee Corporation's work, it will expand the scope of export credit, which is an insurance scheme, ECIS, to offer higher insurance cover to banks lending working capital for exports. This will enable reduction in overall cost of export credit, including interest rates, especially to the MSME. So the fourth point, and it refers to sugar export in this country, and therefore it has concerns for so many states which are active sugar producers, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, and so on. Government has approved the sugar export policy for evacuation of surplus stocks during sugar season 2019-20. This shall involve providing a lump sum export subsidy at the rate of 10,448 rupees per metric ton to sugar mills for the sugar season 2019-20. The total estimated expenditure is about 6,268 crores that will be incurred for this purpose. So farmers and sugar exporters will obviously benefit from this. So the fifth point, enabling handicrafts industry to effectively harness e-commerce for exports, mass enrollment of artisans across India will be effected in collaboration with Ministry of Textiles. And the last point here, sir, measures for boosting the export sector. Special Economic Zones Amendment Bill of 2019 has been approved, wherein a trust or any entity notified by the central government will be eligible to be considered for grant of permission to set up a unit in Special Economic Zone, that is specifically towards promoting exports. So in all this, I've spoken about how we are energizing all the 4 engines so that the economy will get a boost. I'd like to assure the members that in our effort to do all this, we have not reduced the sectoral allocation for any of the important sectors. And I would like to take the most sensitive of 4 categories, which are often questioned and rightly questioned. For SCs, the scheduled caste, BE of 2019-20, sir, had given 81,341 crores. They had utilized, that is RE, they had utilized up to 72,936 crores. But even then, we have kept up the BE figure in mind and increased from 81,341 crores to 83,257 crores, not reduced at all, increased. So the ST allocation, scheduled tribes allocation, BE 2019-20, sir, 52,884 crores for scheduled caste in the BE of 2019-20. Scheduled tribes, yes, thank you. Whereas in RE, sir, they had utilized only up till 49,268 crores, not withstanding that. I have ensured that in the BE of 2021, 53,653 crores. We have increased from 52 to 63, 53,653.
C52 Roman 11.
आने से पूरा जवाब कर लेना.
Just
Point of order. काय का order?
Sir, I continue, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Women, sir. Women.
C52, where she has not taken consent of the of your chair, sir. That 352 Roman 11 speaks that a member while speaking shall not read a written speech except with the previous permission of the chair. Therefore, she is reading.
आसन ने अनुमति दे दी है. चलो पढ़ो. पूरा पढ़ा है. अभिषेक बनर्जी ने पूरा पढ़ा है भाई. अभिषेक बनर्जी ने पूरा पढ़ा है. रिटर्न स्पीच अभिषेक बनर्जी.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I didn't think I was reading at all. Sir, for women, 1,36,934. I'm reading now the number. 1,36,934 in BE 2019-20, sir. In BE 2020-21, this has been increased to 1,43,462, and this is for women. We have not reduced. For children, sir, 91,644 in BE 2019-20. Now it's 96,042 crores. That is BE 2020-21. So, if this is the way, RE is also here, sir. Children, RE, 87,642. I'll tell you for women. Women, 1,36,934 for BE 1920, RE 1,42,813, whereas now it's 1,43,000, even more than RE. So I'm glad you're very keenly hearing me out, sir. I will give you all the figures you want. All right, sir.
नहीं फिर से फिट इंडिया कर रहे सर. इनको बिठा दीजिए.
So, that is about the sectoral allocation, sir, which is very important.
नहीं सर फिट इंडिया कर रहे हैं इसलिए इनको बिठा दीजिए.
Sir, deficit trend, sir. I'm almost coming to the end, except that there are one or two things which I'll draw the. So don't worry. Those who can't sit for those number of hours for elected representatives, I understand. I understand. I understand. I understand. Certainly. Yeah. I'm including you, sir. Honorable Member Maran, I'm including you. You're all elected. All of us are elected.
I think
Yes?
there is no need to respond.
Sir, deficit trends, sir. Very often we are questioned saying, what about deficit? Are you taking care of it? Is there going to be a breach? And how is it that you are counting? I want to explain a few things, sir. Throughout 2014-15, till today, under Prime Minister Modi, both the tenures, then and now, we respect the FRBM Act always, every year. So I'll very quickly, 2014 to 15 onwards, 14-15, 15-16, 16-17, and so on, till this BE that I'm talking about, 2020-21, I will read down the numbers of fiscal deficit which has been used in the budget. 14-15 it was 4.1, sir. 2015-16 it is 3.9. 2016-17 3.5. 3.5 again, 3.4, 3.3 in BE 1920, which RE we went up to 3.8. 3.8. And in B 2020-21, I have shown the glide path and said we'll come down to 3.5. Now, why am I reading this, sir? The respect that, yes, escape clause taken into consideration is what I'm telling you. So, क्यों पार्लियामेंट कम है क्या? पार्लियामेंट कम है क्या? Are we saying the parliament is calm? Are we saying parliament is calm? We are taking the permission from the parliament. Parliament कम है क्या? ये सदस्य बोलना ऐसे मुझे बहुत हैरान की बात लग रही है. Parliament से approval लेना कम है क्या? So please, honorable members should be conscious of what we are doing here. Sir, I come to the point, sir. The reason why I've listed out what is happening in each year under Prime Minister Modi, where we've kept to the discipline of FRBM. Whereas, let us please see what happened between 2008 and 9, 9 and 10, 10 and 11, 11 and 12, 12 and 13, and 13 and 14, sir. 2008-9, what was the fiscal deficit? 6.1. 6.1. What was the fiscal deficit in 2009-10, sir? 6.6. Listen, kindly listen. What was the fiscal deficit? Yes, I will read it. And yes, I will read it. I will read all that, sir, and in spite of that, your fiscal deficit number was this. Now don't ask me to read that, read this. Your fiscal deficit number, sir. 2008-9, 6.1%. Some hard truths will have to be heard. Some hard truths will have to be heard. 2008-9, sir, 6.1%. 2009-10, sir, 6.6. 2010-11, 4.9. 2011-12, 5.9. 2012-13, 4.9 again. 2013-14, 4.5 again. Sir, so when we are talking about fiscal deficit, let's please concentrate and understand when economies are managed by very competent doctors. All right, sir? Now, I'm coming to the other point, sir. Primary deficit. Primary deficit, sir, which is also a very important indicator. What was the primary deficit, sir, in our tenure under Prime Minister Modi between 14-15, 15-16 and so on? 0.9%, 0.7%, 0.4%, 0.4%, 0.2%, 0.7%, 0.4%, all under one. Whereas, what was the primary deficit on 2008-9 onwards, sir? 2.6, 3.2, 1.8, 2.8, 1.8, 1.1. You couldn't come to 1, you couldn't even think of coming below 1. That's your primary deficit record. So, let us also understand one other last point, sir. The overall expenditure, particularly comparing 18-19 actuals versus 19-20 RE, I want to show that the overall expenditure, given the constraints in the economy and given the fact that government has to spend, has increased 16.5% with us in 18-19 to 19-20. Are you spending money? Is consumption getting a boost? Yes, it is getting a boost. 16.5% is the growth that we can show. Whereas, sir, particularly on capital expenditure, sir, I want to just say, capital expenditure, about which, no, your money is being spent here and there. No. Capital expenditure, B to B, I'm comparing, now has gone up 21%, sir. Spending on capital has gone up. Sir, I just want to make it clear. FRBM, Fiscal Council, I wish all of us read the Act, FRBM Act. The Act does not envisage any council, fiscal council. So, let us not mislead the House, sir, by saying, no, fiscal council is there. Did you constitute it? The Act doesn't have any provision for a fiscal council. I will have to come to the Parliament, which is what I've done, and to be told, where is the council? Sorry, the Act doesn't say anything like that. So, the FRBM Review Committee, sir, which was in 2017, had suggested the council. The council was suggested by the review committee. It's not part of the Act. And therefore, that was also not accepted. And to quote it here, therefore, it's not really appropriate. You may refer to it. So finally, sir, with all this said, I just want to assure the House that this government is fully conscious and is taking all the necessary adequate steps to ensure that all the sectors are given enough importance. There are specifically 3 different issues on which most members ask us questions. I'd like to highlight only those and finish it off. Employment. I'm sure many members will be keen to know about it. At least six different figures I want to quote and say that we have been taking care of employment. The first is Pradhan Mantri Rozgar Protsahan Yojana, through which 1.21 crore people have been given jobs till January 2020. Second, Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program, which is PMEGY, in which 15.94 lakhs of people have got jobs up to October 2019. Third, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, PMKVY, through which 15.4 lakh candidates have been placed in their jobs by November 2019. Fourth, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Urban Livelihood Mission, under which beneficiaries are assisted to get jobs up to June 2019. 9.66 lakhs of people have got jobs. Deen Dayal Upadhyaya Gramin Kaushalya Yojana, DDU GKY, 3.52 lakh people have benefited up to October 2019. So So we are further strengthening all the requirements for job creation. Sir, Manrega, sir, the government has been increasing allocations to Manrega, and at every stage. In 2020-21, the budget now has given a higher than BE 2019-20, sir. I'm coming, don't worry. Yes. RE of 2019-20 is considerably higher than BE of 2019-20. RE is higher than the BE. In 2018-19, we had made a BE provision of 55,000 crore and at RE we increased it to 61,084 crores. All right? Actuals were even higher at 61,815 crores. Just for the reference, sir, very interesting point which I want to draw your attention. I just want to contrast it with just 1 year, 2011-12. BE was 40,000 crores, sir. 2011 and 12, BE was 40,000 crores. RE was 31,000 crores. Which is the actual amount, huh? Actuals were, even worse, actuals were, what was your BE? 40,000 crores. What was your RE? 31,000. What was the actual? 29,215. Sir, this is total, if you permit me, sir, I hope, pardon me for the language, dikkawa. Narega, total dikkawa in 2011-12, and now we are being asked, where is the Manrega figure? I'm giving you Manrega figure, sir. Actually, we have given far more than BE. All right, sir? Sir? Sir, repeatedly I am asked, what are you doing for the youth of this country? I want to explain, sir, that for the youth के लिए क्या किया आपने? कुछ नहीं किया. This comes every time. Sir, 15 such steps. 45 years is yours. I'm explaining it. Yes, sir? Sir, for the youth, very quickly, I won't take too much time, I'll just pointedly say, 15 special steps have been taken by us. What are they? I'll talk about the startups separately. They are also youth. I'll talk about them separately. First, youth in the coastal areas are being given such opportunities that because blue economy has been given encouragement, sir, we are raising the production to 200 lakh tons. Growing of algae, seaweed, cage culture will all promote the young of that area. The next, sir, 3,477 Sagar Mitras and 500 fish farmer producer organizations have been announced. That will also take care of youth living in the coastal areas. It has been proposed to expand 58 lakh self-help groups already mobilized for the alleviation of poverty under the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana. The next, large-scale employment opportunities for the youth will come through the viability gap funding that we are providing for building hospitals at district levels, because once hospitals come in, paramedics find a job, suppliers find a job, and that has got its own ripple effect. 9. Setting up of investment clearance cells, sir, will provide end-to-end facilitation and support including pre-investment advisory and so on. This will help entrepreneurship. Those youth who want to set up their own business can do it. 11, sir, the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports has been given 2,827 crores so that they can push ahead with their activities on youth affairs. New education policy is coming up soon. Enabling sourcing of external commercial borrowings and FDIs will deliver higher quality education, and 150 institutions of higher education will provide apprenticeship embedded degree courses, and that's going to help a lot of people who want skills immediately before they finish their courses. Sir, urban local bodies have been given the option to engage as interns, young engineers, young professionals, so that they learn how government mechanisms work and in the process also have additional skills before they go to newer jobs. Full-fledged online education program is being set up, and that's going to help a lot of youth who are in distant areas where there are no good universities. National Police University, National Forensic Sciences University are all emerging areas in which a lot of youth can get admission and have better job opportunities. Sir, also, the National Resident Doctor Program. Imaginary? So, sir, total of 99,300 crores has been allotted for education sector alone, and 3,000 crores for skill development. Sir, as regards startups, I have very specifically highlighted 4 particular schemes. With that, I'll bring my reply to a conclusion. Early funding, including of seed funds, have been provided for early stage startups. Startups also have all infrastructure facilities of the government to involve youth power in startups. They will be rolling out value-added services, and therefore the ESOP has been given as one of those fiscal concessions for the equity employee stock options which startups like to provide for their good quality staff. All eligible startups with turnover of up to 25 crores is currently allowed a deduction of 100% of its profits for 3 consecutive assessment years out of 7 in its total turnover, if its total turnover doesn't exceed 25 crores. That's been now increased to 100 crores. And the 5 years has been extended to 10 years. 5 to 7, 7 to 10 years they can use it. So with all these steps, specifically for MSME and for particular sectors, I can give detailed breakdown, but not taking more time. I thank all the members for having patiently heard my response. We are taking care of building a very sound economy, and every measure has found resonance in the people who I have met in the last 3 days. Thank you.
सभा की कार्रवाई 2:30 तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।